Welcome to QCC's Face the Region. Face the Region is produced by Quinsigamond Community College to assist our region in attaining educational, economic, and personal prosperity. Now, here's your host, WCRN's Hank Stoltz.
Good afternoon, I'm Hank Stoltz, and this is QCC's Face the Region on News and Talk Radio, AM 830 WCRN. A guest today are Lisa Gurnick. She is the Director of Athletics here at QCC, and also Josh Cole is with us, the Assistant Manager of Athletics and at the Fitness Center as well. We're going to be talking about athletics here at Quinsigamond Community College. And Lisa, let me start with you, if I could. Give us a little bit of an overview of athletics. Students come, they've got basketball, baseball. What are all the teams that we have here at QCC?
Well, we are part of our intercollegiate athletics teams. We have men's and women's basketball, we have men's baseball, and women's softball.
Right now we're in basketball season?
Basketball season is underway.
I mean, you have anybody from 18 to about 58, 68, 70. Is it really anybody, any age who can come out?
Ageless.
No kidding.
At the NJCA level, yes.
Yeah.
That's what we are. A National Junior College Athletic Association is one of the associations we're a member of, and MCCAC, which is a Massachusetts Community College Athletic Conference, and a bunch of other little ones, baseball, basketball, they all have their, and softball have their other.
Now, who do you play? Who's on the schedule? Is all the other community colleges in New England, or are there some other colleges as well?
Well, we're a lot of the community colleges in Massachusetts. Excuse me, Holyoke Community College, we have Springfield Tech, Massasoit, Roxbury.
All right.
There's a few others. We also play outside our region. We play Dean College, Gateway Community College.
Is there a championship at the end?
Yes, we do. We have two. Yeah. We have a state, which is just within our Massachusetts community colleges. We have a tournament for that, and then we have the regional, which is Region 21 schools, which can include other colleges outside of just Massachusetts, like I was saying, Dean. Well, I'm trying to think of some other ones. Gateway's out there in Connecticut. CCRI. Anybody that's in Region 21 in our Division 3. So.
I've been to the gym here at QCC. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
How's the student body at supporting the athletics? Big crowds? Any kind of
getting better?
Good.
Getting better.
Good.
It's tough. We're a commuting college, so it's not like we have dorms here where they're here and where else to go is that. But, we're getting a really good crowd. One side of our gym is usually full. And what we have now is we have an intramural club, which is called Cheerleading. And we have cheerleaders, about 15 of them now, and they help bring in school spirit. And we have a wyvern that does the games and a helper that passes out T-shirts, book bags, whatever we can give away for free, water bottles.
See, I think that's fantastic. We were talking last week, we were talking about a lot of the extracurricular activities, whether it was the theater club or other things. And it was the same kind of conversation. I mean, when you have a commuter school, when you have people with all different interests and all different ages, to be able to get people to stay on campus and be interested is clearly one of the things that you're trying to do and that others are doing as well. Your job as the Director of Athletics, is a lot of it scheduling? Is some of it making sure that the T-shirts and the water bottles are going to be there at the games? Is it all of the above? What do you do?
It's really a bunch of everything. And Josh does the same thing. And he does a lot of that also. So, yes, but scheduling, buses, making sure the buses are, making sure they have food, making sure for away games. Yes, equipment. We have medical bags we have to make sure we keep up with, AEDs. Plus, we do have this huge, beautiful fitness center with all this equipment that we also have to keep up.
And why don't we bring Josh into the conversation here? And again, Josh Cole is the Assistant Manager of Athletics in the Fitness Center. And Josh, so a little bit about your job. So, I mean, it sounds as if, many of the same duties sort of as Lisa has that you kind of take on as well.
Yes, it's a job of many hats, and you have to multitask almost constantly to juggle the athletics and the athletic center part of it. A lot of schools in our conference have just athletics, so we're provided an extra challenge there daily to make sure that first and foremost everybody's safe in the athletic center, with the equipment being up to date, or making sure the proper people are in with valid IDs and whatnot.
Well, what is it? If I was to go walking into the fitness center, what would I see? I mean, is it like any athletic club or the Y? Is it the same kind of setup, or is it unique here at QCC?
I think the uniqueness of it comes from having the basketball court right on the other side of the workout area, where we have all of our cardio and free weight equipment there for the students to use. It's a rather large area, so that we have sectioned it off into group fitness classes that we offer down there. Is indoor cycling. We've also provided an area for kids to just come and relax with a ping pong table, a Wii, some chairs for them to kind of congregate there and maybe do their work and then work out at some point, hopefully.
What do you find is the most popular? You just mentioned the cycles. I mean, I know spin classes are popular. People come and and they don't need to have an instructor per se, but they hop on the cycles. Or is it the treadmill? What is it? Stairmasters. I mean, what is it that they that they seem to love the best?
We get such a wide variety of ages that come in. The younger high school, or I should say college kids, they're in the weight room, trying to get bigger for the most part.
There's free weights?
Free weights, yes. Free weights.
Is there a circuit training? Yeah.
And whatnot. We do have an older population that likes to use the treadmills a lot in the bugs, more so cardio for them to maintain good heart rate. I think overall, in the basketball court is always full.
Yeah.
We always have something
So,
going
Lisa,
on.
not only the team is out there and is able to use that facility, but all the students are able to use the basketball court?
Yes, we even have outside community memberships.
Oh,
$20
great.
a month or $150 a year. We have alumni rates. We actually made something now where students, staff, and faculty, their spouse or significant other, and children under the age of 26 can join and have a free membership for the year, too.
That sound what you just said out there would seem like an incredible deal, so I want to make sure that I got it right. I mean, any member of Worcester or of the area
can join
for $20 a month?
Yep. They don't have to be from Worcester. They can be from wherever, but if they want to drive.
Well, I mean, honestly, I got to tell you, I don't know what it is to join the local health club, but I'm guessing it's more than $20 a month. That's a great deal. $150 a year.
It is.
To be able to use it is fantastic.
That includes everything that we
all the
have.
programs.
All the programs. You use the basketball court if it's open. Everything.
Let's get into some of those programs straight ahead and talk about those and find out those. We're talking about QCC athletics. As you can tell, we're also talking about the fitness center, which, as I just found out, to me, is really kind of a jaw-dropping deal to be able to join for $150 a year. Lisa Gurnick is with us. She's the director of athletics. Also, Josh Cole, assistant manager of athletics and fitness center. And we'll have more for you on QCC's Face the Region straight ahead on News and Talk Radio, AM 830 WCRN. QCC's Face the Region continues on News and Talk Radio, AM 830 WCRN. I'm Hank Stoltz, continuing our conversation with Lisa Gurnick, who is here, the Director of Athletics, and also Josh Cole, Assistant Manager of Athletics and Fitness Center. And we're just talking about the Fitness Center. Now, when you were talking about programs, and Josh or Lisa, whoever wants to jump in on this, like classes that the people can go and take, and what are some of those classes?
The certified instructors, first and foremost, they all have valid information on them that says that they are. We have yoga, boot camp, full body toning, and many indoor cycling classes.
And that would be an extra fee?
No.
I get it. I mean, I am honest to goodness. Because I don't want to tell you what I pay, I guess. Because let me tell you, it's not $20 a month, and it is, and then you pay for each of the individual classes in a lot of places around the area as well. So to be able to have this resource really seems terrific and fantastic. And I'm betting that it's news to a lot of our listeners today that they are able to come to Quinsigamond Community College and become members and use the fitness center. And yoga is so popular right now.
Huge.
I mean, the class is really,
big.
Yeah, I mean, do you find that at least, I mean, most people want to come and they want to come to the boot camp or they want to come to the yoga.
Yeah. Yes.
What happens in one of those? Do you do any of the classes? No? Okay, all right. Well, you believe me, if you were sitting here with Josh, you'd think that he could be doing some of the boot camp classes. What happens in some of those boot camp classes?
It's basically a circuit training program. You spend anywhere from 30 seconds to maybe a minute and 30 on a certain exercise, have a short break in between, and then you'll move to something completely different in terms of an exercise. And there's probably 7 to 10 different exercises you'll do in this circuit, and really hone in on your core is a big thing that focuses on.
You had said earlier that, a lot of the young people, they're kind of looking to get bigger as well and doing some of that weightlifting. It sounds as if with the certified instructors, is there, before you kind of let loose on the free weights especially, is there some instruction that you can get to make sure that you're doing what you should be doing, not only what you want to be doing, but what you should be doing so that you don't get hurt?
Yeah, Lisa and I are certified personal trainers. We don't typically, give out programs and whatnot, but we can definitely tell you if you're doing something safe or not. All our gym attendants and staff in the athletic center, again, aren't able to give you a program to do, but they'll be watching to make sure that everybody is being safe in the athletic center.
And Lisa, this would seem to me, if you're on the basketball team, you're on the baseball team, you're on the softball team, to be able now to come and use the fitness center, that must be something that your student athletes avail themselves of as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They're in there working out. They're using the basketball court in between. They use a lot of the weight equipment, strength training. They can run using the treadmills, bike. They can use spin class. We try and get them really to do more, but they're a student first and they're an athlete second. So they go to school and then it's practice, practice, practice. But we do see them bouncing in and out a lot, which is good. We'd love to see them using it.
No, I love that. Well, in high school, you always had the kids who were gym rats. I think it's probably the same in college and community college as well. There's some people who are just there all the time. There's some people who are, if you're a member of the community and you join, maybe you want to be there your 3 times a week, or you're a weekend warrior. You want to be there Saturdays and Sundays, and you love to be able to have the basketball court open. Is it a lot of pickup games out there? Is it more structured than that as to when the members of the public are able to use the basketball court?
Well, they can use the basketball court anytime the court is open. In other words, not utilized for our basketball teams during their season, or baseball if they're using the indoor batting cage or practicing indoors. If they can't get out, same with softball. So anytime that it's not in use, we have it open. We like to keep it open for our students, for members, anyone, so they can really use it. At the end of the basketball season, Josh works with some of the students, and the last few years, 2 years, 3 years, they've set up this intramural basketball group where they play. Is it once a week, twice a week?
Yeah, it's once 2 days a week. It's Intramural League, where we have set teams that go through maybe 6 weeks, and then the top 4 teams have a playoff at the end, and we actually provide T-shirts and trophies and whatnot.
Oh, that's great. No, that seems that seems terrific for people to be in. It gets everybody involved and excited about being involved as well. Lisa, how many years now have you been athletic director?
Years. 13 maybe.
13 years.
12.
So has it changed in this 13 years? When you first came in as athletic director, was it different? A lot of the times when we talk to people, technology has changed so many departments and things, but have things changed over that 13 years?
Absolutely. My goodness, when I first started, everything was by hand and by pencil. Now everything's computerized. The volume of students has gone down that are involved in the athletics. People are working more. More classes taken online. They're not on campus more to see what we have. But, for the most part, it's pretty much the same. Rules are always changing here and there, but always trying for the better. And, it's going. We've had our women's basketball coaches, both of them, the head coach and the assistant, have been here 11 years.
Oh, that's great. I think that says something about the program when you have that kind of longevity.
Yeah. So then we have a new men's basketball coach now. Our 10-year or 9-year coach just kind of passed it on, spending more time with family, which is good. Right. And so, he'll go back to it at some point, but we're always consistently keeping up.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. How are the teams doing this year?
So far, they're, I can't say they're pretty good. We haven't had many home games yet. They just started probably the first week of November.
Right.
And then we had all that time off for Thanksgiving. We'll really start to get into it in December and January and February. But anyways, they are doing very well. I think, I'm not sure of the exact statistics, but they're very vigorous games. I will say that. They play hard.
I love it.
They play well, and they're still learning from their new coach, and the men's team and the women are doing well also. We have a good number of them.
Fantastic. Hey, we're going to learn more. We're going to wrap things up with Lisa and Josh straight ahead here on QCC's Face the Region, talking about QCC athletics this afternoon on News and Talk Radio, AM 830, WCRN. I'm Hank Stoltz. Thank you for joining us on QCC's Face the Region on News and Talk Radio, AM 830 WCRN. We've been speaking this afternoon with Lisa Gurnick. She is the Director of Athletics here at QCC, and also joining us is Josh Cole, Assistant Manager of Athletics and the Fitness Center, and talking about everything that has to do with QCC athletics and the Fitness Center, which, as we have found out, is something that certainly you are invited to come and join as well. Lisa, we should probably let people know if they want to. What's the best way for them to do that? Should they come to campus? Can they join on online before they even show up? Is there like a little tour or an orientation?
Yeah. They can. Usually we get a lot of phone calls that ask us about it, and we have them come down, and we make a little appointment for them. We show them around, or they can come down whenever it's convenient for them, and we'll show them around. We also have some pictures online. They can apply for the application online too. Right at www.qcc.edu under Student Services and under Athletic Center. There's a link there. Or they could come down just in person and just show up. We have a lot of people that do that too. We're always happy to show them around. If we can't, we have gym attendants, supervisors that can. And tell them a little bit what we offer, how much it is, and how the process is to, pay. Great online, because you do it by credit card now.
And I have to tell you, it's QCC, the main campus here, is just so conveniently located. I don't know that I'd go, running over to Papa Gino's after I just did the workout. You don't want to give it all back, but it's a great area. It's a great campus. It's easy to get to. There's a ton of parking. So there's a lot of, there's really a lot of positives to be able to get your membership for a fitness center right here as well. People who are students here who want to join the teams, whether it's baseball, softball, or right now basketball season, tryouts, how does all of that work?
Usually we do have tryouts in the beginning of October 1st every year for basketball. Baseball, softball does, in the fall they do like pickup scrimmages so anybody can join in. Yeah. And our real official season will start in the spring. But that doesn't really matter because students stop in, we give them the coaches' cards. Coaches will talk to students at any time, bring them on in and see how they work out with the team and what they can do and their skills and go from there.
Sure.
It's very welcoming to bring them in, so
well,
the more student athletes, the better. So.
And Josh, I'm sure you must get a lot of young people who, this is just a continuation for them. They've been varsity players at their high school, and here they are, and they're going to continue their athletic career. I am curious, though, about the individual who might have taken a 10-year break from school and has been working, but is maybe in their late 20s and wants to jump back in, or maybe even older. They're out there that they're playing.
Yeah, I personally, this is my third year here, haven't seen too many of those.
Yeah.
They're few and far between, but when they do, life takes you a certain way and leads you back to education at some point. And as long as they meet the eligibility requirements of a 2.0 and taking at least 12 credits, anybody can play.
Yeah. I love it. I think that's great. Hey, Josh, I'd asked Lisa, and she said you'd been here 13 years. You just said you had been here for the past 3 years. How did you get involved? How did you find your way here to QCC in the athletics department?
Kind of an off-about route. I was chasing a dream playing soccer and came to a point where I figured that wasn't going to work anymore. Went back to school for a master's and was lucky enough when I graduated to land here at QCC right after.
But see, I love that. To me, then that is part of the great stories, and we hear them each week here at QCC. There's a perspective then that you are able to give to these young athletes of what you went through that they can't get anywhere else.
Yeah. I mean, college athletics is, I'd give anything for one more season. Yeah. And what I try to do for every student athlete that I come across is to let them know how special it really is to play college athletics, and to take advantage of the time that they have, because it goes by so fast.
Yeah, no, what a great lesson to be able to tell them. Listen, enjoy what you're doing right now, because there is unfortunately an expiration date at some point for so many, and of course they're here as well to enjoy. Lisa, what do you think? I mean, we talk about the fact, and as you have said, their classes come first, as with most student athletes, and they're out there working. Do you find, though, I mean, I don't know, this certainly was, I think, for some of the athletes coming out of high school as well, I don't know if they would know what to do with their time or how to budget their time if they also didn't sort of have the team. I mean, there is a real importance to athletics. There is that
Absolutely.
to the camaraderie, to being on the team, to some life lessons that are learned not in the classroom but on the field.
Structure. That when you get out of high school and you go into college, you don't really have that structure anymore. You're more on your own, more able to slack off, and they figure out not have to go to classes, or they do, but they won't learn that until actually the end of the semester. So with the team, not only are you part of a team, but you have support there too, whether it's the coaches or your teammates. And there's study hall. You have to be at a certain place, certain time. The coaches watch, make sure you're going to classes. We've got Josh and myself watching and see how they're doing in their classes, and we're here if they have an issue to come sit and we listen.
I was going to say, I mean, that's part of it too. I mean, as the athletic director, I'm sure that you get to be the confident, and you see so many good kids who come through. There must be so many great stories that you've seen over the 13 years. And I'm sure that there are young people who start here at QCC, go on to another school, and maybe go on to basketball,
Absolutely.
softball, baseball somewhere else.
Absolutely. We've seen that a lot.
I mean, that's the main goal, really, is to get these kids to receive the education that they can here at QCC, play athletics, whatever sport it may be, and then transfer on to a four-year institution where they can continue their education and their playing career.
Yeah, boy, that's great. We really just have a moment left just to kind of wrap it up, Lisa, one more time. If people want to come, obviously, if you want to come and you want to take advantage of QCC and all of the great classes here, you can get involved in the athletics here as well. We did touch on sort of the three main teams, intramurals and some things that they can, I mean, because it is a community school, but there are still some other things that they can get.
Absolutely. We have pickup basketball, intramurals, volleyball, indoor soccer, frisbee golf outside. We have golf baskets around campus. Flag football.
Yeah, people.
Volleyball.
I mean, people love that, Josh. Popular, huh? And I mean, the frisbee golf. I see kids walking around with those special frisbees all over the place.
Yeah, it's a new fad. Things come and go, but this one seems to be holding out for a little while for us. And so we have those three disc golf baskets located around campus for anybody to use, just as the track up top here on campus is for anybody.
Well, that's
to use
something
as
too.
well.
I mean, here we've kind of been talking about the fitness center, but obviously, I mean, other ways as well. I certainly drive by on a Sunday and see people out there walking that track, or any time, obviously, during the week. They can run it, they can use that. That's a great field as well. I see that being used for so many different community events and walks, also as a starting point and a place for some festivals.
Yes.
Lisa, people want to get involved. One more time, if they want to join the fitness center, or even if they just want to find out about athletics here at QCC, best way for them to do that.
www.qcc.edu, or you can call the athletics center at 508-854-4317, and we can be emailed directly. Lisa G at qcc.mass.edu. J. Cole for Josh at qcc.mass.edu.
Fantastic. Lisa, Josh, thank you both so much for stopping by and being here today. Appreciate it. Lisa Gurnick, the Director of Athletics, with us. Josh Cole, the Assistant Manager of Athletics and the Fitness Center, telling us about QCC Athletics and the Fitness Center. I'm Hank Stoltz. Thanks for joining us on QCC's Face the Region on News and Talk Radio, AM 830 WCRN.
This has been Quinsigamond Community College's Face the Region with your host, Hank Stoltz. Join us again next weekend on AM 830 WCRN.